So what is the intersection between Korean American Studies and Ethnic Studies course and the Google Project Management Certificate, which is this marketable certificate that even if a high school student had, they could be eligible for entry-level positions with an average $59,000 entry-level salary. In 2021, Anaheim Union High School District became the first public school to offer Google Career Certificates. So we're currently now offering these Google Career Certificates. I'm going to be talking about project management, but there's other teachers who are embedding these certificate opportunities in their courses. And some of these certifications are in the area of UX design, data analytics, IT automation with Python, and IT support. And one reason why Google chose our district to work with is because of the innovation that is constantly happening. Whether it's the 5 C's that is being engaged in the classroom, the communication, collaboration, creativity, critical thinking, and of course, compassion, or whether it's the first best instruction. We've talked a lot about civic engagement and learning, of course, the writing journey, our partnerships with multiple organizations, including internship opportunities, and the pledge. Each one of those could really be its own Ed Family video, but today I'm going to be focusing primarily on Google Career Certificates and especially the Project Management Certification and its integration with Korean American Studies. If you don't know who I am, my name is Dr. Jeff. I'm with Ed Family, and here we strive to support students to find out what they're good at so that they can do something good with it. And definitely I could see a lot of students leaving with the certification, leaving the Korean American Studies course with a lot of tools under their belt and job opportunities as well. As we saw 475,000 US jobs, projected management positions with a $59,000 average entry-level salary, and that's projected to increase. So Google Project Management Certification is for those interested in a career in project management. So if you go online and look for different positions and you see like project manager or assistant project manager or coordinator, program manager, oftentimes it's connected with this project management work. And so Google created this course, and it's a 6-week course to get this certificate, certification. Each course, at the end of each course, you can also get this certificate. Here's a picture of my first one, actually, Foundations in Project Management. But there are 6 courses. Second course that I'm currently working on is the Project Initiation, Starting a Successful Project. Then the next course will be Project Planning, Putting it Together, Project Execution, Running the Project, Agile Project Management, and then Capstone, Applying Project Management in the Real World. Each course is about 4 weeks in length. Although, you can pace it however you'd like. So if you want to do many hours in 1 week, you can combine that and get a lot done in just 1 week as well. So how does this connect to our district? Now, first of all, there's this framework that is allowing us to integrate all these different things to support our students, to help them be 21st century ready. Among that is the Career Preparedness Systems framework. So in the case of Korean American Studies, the technical skill, the hard skills that they're leading with is, as a teacher, there's the content area, right? Which would be Korean American Studies, Korean American experience, Korean American stories. But in addition to that, the hard skill that they would also lead with is this Google Project Management Certification. So they would lead with that. Of course, as they're learning in my class, we'll be engaging in developing the 5 C's, communication, collaboration, creativity, critical thinking, compassion. And then because of the civic engagement component, and when they do this project management, it's not going to be a hypothetical certificate that they'll be receiving or a project that they'll be working on, but they'll be working on a real project on an issue that they care about. This will be their opportunity to exercise youth voice, identity, and purpose. So would they leave with a capstone or keystone project or something in their portfolio that they could take with them that would be marketable? I think so. At the end of this Korean American Studies course. I'm talking about Korean American Studies, but because the topic is Korean American Studies and the intersection between Korean American Studies and the Google Project Management, but it could really be other classes as well. But coming back to Korean American Studies, how might that fit in? We begin the course with the ethnography. where they do a My Story assignment, photo voice, ethnography, story of resilience. I have a video where I've talked about each of these different things, so I'm not going to go into in depth. But maybe what I might do to integrate the Google Project Management certification is to, at the end of each module, provide opportunity to work on that Google Project Management certification. So remember that course that is here, kind of giving that. So I'm doing it first because I should know what is, and getting the certification because I should know what it is that I'm assigning students. But my hope is that as I assign it to students, students will also complete this work and then receive the certification, or have the opportunity to receive the certification as well at the end of the course. And then maybe throughout the course, using the same verbiage, using the same approach when we are working on various projects. So in the beginning here, yes, there is project-based learning that we're doing, that is happening. And you're gonna see that it leads from more content-based, where they're receiving content or creating their own story, to them doing something good with it. You've heard me talk about on the Ed Family channel, one of my goals is to help students know their story, tell their story, listen to one another's story with empathy and respect, and then of course to do something good with their story. So that doing something good could be a project management opportunity. For example, this Korean American Virtual Museum project could be a project management opportunity. In addition to that, there's the Oral History Project, which could be a Google project management opportunity. And then of course, it being now a year-long course, there's so many different opportunities to have a civic engagement component, because project management is leading towards some type of action, right? So whether it's a student teacher parent colloquium, an event that students are planning, or a project that they're planning, or coordinating with a leader of their choice, or an event or community organization, this can all connect back to project management as well. If this video is helping you think about ethnic studies and strengthening your ethnic studies course, then go ahead and make sure you give it a like. If you're interested in ethnic studies, Asian American studies, Korean American studies, project-based learning, civic engagement and learning, or now Google Project Management certification in K-12, be sure to subscribe. There'll be more to come. This is Dr. Jeff from Ed Family signing out.